To preheat and then fucking annoying. Alright, let's get back on track because I was at the wrong entrance and the field manual is not helping me with what I'm trying to do. Fucking so annoying. This is the entrance to Temple of Ugly. The field manual was helping, I think. I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see. Okay, there's a better map. Oh. No, I came in the right way. Yeah, this is the right way. I'm supposed to go and then through the door. So, you're not attacking? Oh, yeah, because I didn't launch drones. Yep, so kill the state frigate. Alright, so... Yep, so we're going to do sneak and invis until I get to the door. But we want to be. This is the granite door, so... Oh.
Your skill has increased.
I'm making spanakopita and fried baked mushrooms. It's gonna be fucking amazing with blue cheese and sour cream. Gonna be so fucking good. Gonna be so fucking good. Yeah. I'll cut it up like pie, like quiche, and eat it. I love spanakopita. Spanakopita! Okay, now we're in the right place. So then when I'm out...
Your skill has increased.
Wait. Raven 2. I've not even heard of it. Wait, what? That's an MMORPG too? That's an MMORPG? I've never even heard of it. Oh, it's a Korean mobile MMO. Nope, it's another Throne of Liberty. Ugh. Never mind. Okay, so I'm going to summon trust now because I need them. Okay, I'm gonna put my food in to cook. I'll be right back. It's gonna be good. Okay, so we're gonna set a 15-minute timer. We'll check the mushrooms. Flip them. Okay, now we're on track. No, we aren't. I didn't get the trust out. Oops, completely. Why did that hover tank aggro? It really didn't need to. Is he true sight? He fucking better not be. West or north? Okay, here we go. Done this 2 or 3 times, but I still didn't remember it. I suck at this sort of stuff. I just don't have the memory for it or the skill set for it. It's like really like pulling hair for me. I hate doing questing like this, but they require it, and I'll do it because it gets you further in the game, sort of. And I need the money, frankly, for scrolls. It's dark. I'm here to put down a bed for this sort of thing. Rusty one-handed sword salvage, and then put... What was that sound? Oh, it's the cutscene scared the fuck out of me. I was like, what's happening? Alright, so there's a bed. And here's a bonfire thingy. And let us sleep and watch the sky. Look at those stars spin. I love that. Such a cool little tech thing. But now it's raining. I wonder what's west. Oh, it stopped. Yay. The hell is that thing? Look at the God's Key item. And I'm done. Cool. I'm done with this terrible place and I can leave. Yay. And it does give me a feel accomplishment because it's so painful to go through it. Okay, and then we go back to Lee Poppy, which is Windurst Waters at the... And we get through rank 8. I get rank 8, which is good. Oh boy, I just want to nuke some stuff. But I mean, I don't know. It's going to take some time. I could go right there and just kill tomberries. I should just keep pushing through Windurst to rank 10. They're going to give me 60,000 gil. Nice.
You cannot warp there, because natural phenomena are disrupting the ship. Warp drive active.
Isn't he on the roof? I don't think I'm going to do the other ranks, but I will do Xylart, which is fucking annoying. It's at least got good loot. I could work on stuff like an optical hat, which would be good at level 75. But I mean, there's good welfare level 75 gear in Conquest, so I mean, I don't need it really. I should remind myself about Conquest in FFXI. This is good. I got rank 8, which is good progress. Conquest. It smells like burning in here. Oh, not Conquest, but campaign. Excuse me, campaign. Oh, there is no cap on campaign.
Warp drive active.
I am rank 8. Nice, and I got 60,000 gil, which is good. Oh, go check my mushrooms. Let's run another 15-minute timer right now for the Spanakopita. Around like 1:30, I'll eat before bed. Yeah, that's a good way to do dinner. How's it? Oh. Is that? Oh, now I'm getting lower or whatever. Well, in any event. Why aren't you attacking? Attack, damn it. So... I missed the 76 event again. That's alright. All the guys are gone. Wait, what the hell? Oh, it was like guys fighting goblins? Odd. $4.5 million over expired hypernet. I'll do it in the morning. I'm getting brain dead. What's over there? Nope. Dudes. Gonna blow out this stale air in here. Oven stinks.
Your skill has increased.
I pop on Rust real quick. We'll go get some ice clusters. Oh, did the day turn over? Yes, it did. How we doing here? I don't see how long I have in my TC. Was I rated? I was. I was rated. Odd. How did we do this? Nice, I was offline. Yes, but how did they... One, two, three, four. Beautiful thing about this is I can just get in the RV and drive away. Oh, they blew in the RV first? Why did they blow in the RV? Nice. I don't care about this. The hell? They killed the honey... They killed the bees? I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. Honestly, it gives me a reason to move, which is good. I got everything I pretty much need here. Yeah, like, there's so much shit here. What do I care? There's fuel in the car. They busted the batteries so they could get the turrets or whatever. Yeah. Oh, I will need, yep, I will need a compass. I don't need that. Probably don't need the wood, really. Yeah, maybe I do want the wood, I guess. The wood isn't bad to have, because it actually might be worth it. I don't think I need the bow. I don't know, it might be good to have one stack of bow and arrows. Wood and, well, they didn't kill me, huh? Congrats, boys. I hope you enjoy this loot, because I don't care about this. They didn't get the GP either, which is just insane. It's so dumb. So dumb. Or the scrap. Or the real loot. They didn't get the real loot either, which is so fucking stupid. I don't want this metal upkeep anyways. It was actually kind of a lot of work. We'll put the wood away. All this honeycomb I really don't need. Yeah. What was in these things? It was like handmade shells. And one more kit would be nice, yeah. I mean, I look at this stuff and I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care. Another couple of bow kits isn't a bad idea. Maybe a fishing rod, yeah. We could take the RV to harbor and pursue a tugboat. I wouldn't mind a tugboat run. I don't have any metal, but I mean, I don't care about that. There's some arrows. I'm gonna need a hammer to repair. Nice, that's good. Though I shouldn't take it out of that. So, there's no point in getting angry about getting rated on Rust. It's not productive, and it happens. It's actually good. It gets you out of the base and gets you out like playing the game like the way you should be. Yeah, so what do? I guess I'll eat eggs all the way up. It's gross, but yeah. Why did they break the honeycomb? That's weird. I'm sorry, not the honeycomb, the beehives. That seems odd. I don't really need it. Okay. Oh, did they bust my heli? Of course they did. They're like, fuck the heli. He can't have it. No, they used the heli to ride out with the loot. Okay, well. At least they didn't bust I guess they got in the car. They were like looking in the car to see what was there. Yeah. Makes sense. I don't think I have the materials to repair this car. But I don't know if that matters. High quality wood. I can dump all this stuff, which is nice. And then, I mean, this thing is unlocked. Unlocked, but I could take it to ferry terminal, lock it for some metal. It appears that I'll have to go get some metal and high qual. Which isn't that hard to do. We could look around. I suppose I could just well, killing a couple of dudes will be enough metal. I will take this workbench and this barbecue. And we'll just stuff the car and leave. I don't mind this, actually. It's kind of fun. It gives me a reason to play. I was getting bored with the base, frankly. I will not lie. Stuff that I don't need, like the fuse, high qual. There's some high qual. That's enough to do some repairs, maybe enough to get out of here. I don't, oh no, they busted this furnace, which is, or no, did I lay it for, I did, they busted this furnace, which is so dumb. Why would you, or wait, did they get in here? Yeah, they did, they busted the furnace. Psychos. You can see they're psychos. I don't really want them coming back in here. Which shouldn't, that didn't really occur to me. But yeah, I can lock this door, because I mean, there's no priv, right? Yeah, I don't think they bothered to seal. So just, wait, what happened to the lock on the door? There we go. Yeah, so like, and then if I come up here, and I seal. Oh, and I guess, I don't know. Do I need to seal? No, I don't need to seal. There's plenty of doors right here. We could at least secure them out. We can, like, make sure they don't come back in. Yeah, and then I'm, like, safe in here, and I can spend my time, like, loading. I actually kind of like the RP of it. Gotta make sure there's no other holes here that I missed, you know? I can't believe they missed all that, which is so stupid. It's so goddamn dumb. Anyways. Hey, there's some metal. That's good. That's helpful to get towards where we're going here. Raids happen. I haven't had a real raid like that in a while. Ooh, I think I missed my timer here. Just a second. Now, as for cleaning this out, I need a cloth or something. Yeah, like could use my check. Leave it. Okay. Spanikopada. Turn you off. Shut up. And there we go. All the bad smell's gone. I vented it. There's some fresh air in here, so the kitty's nose isn't tortured. I should get some metal from the outpost. I haven't lost this position. You know, I haven't lost it now. It's my position again until they want to raid it again or whatever. We'll get everything that's of value out of here. I suppose I should take like some GP, but I don't really need too much. I mean, but that's actually a lot for like a harbor run or whatever. Get a load of tugboat and go out to the seas. I don't mind that. If I can find it. If I can find one, I might not be able to find one. But hey, it's a rusted adventure. It gives me something to do in Rust, which is always good. Don't need that. Do need that. Don't need that. Kinda don't really need that. Do need that. Don't need. Do need those. That's everything but the high quality to repair. Yeah, I don't really want more. There's all my good. They didn't get any of my guns, which is just like odd. It's like fucking odd. They busted it so they could take my fuel, but that doesn't matter. I have 100 fuel right here, which will get me out of here at least. And then I should boil the crew while I'm in outpost or whatever. Maybe they're stream sniping to come kill me. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. Fast metal is just killing these guys and then scrapping. Yeah, the suppressor's got health in it. They didn't get any of the scrap, which is just weird. 3,000 scrap they didn't get. That's just insane. Or, I don't know, 2,400 scrap, excuse me. 2,400 scrap they didn't get. Or any of the GP, which is just like fucking weird. It's just dumb. Anyways, I need to pull whatever else is here that doesn't really need to stay here. There's not like really much else here that I value. Oh, okay, and I got everything out of there. I wouldn't mind like the research bench itself, or yeah, like the engineering bench itself. The repair bench itself. Oops. Oh, we capped this. Nice. So we capped this one. On to the next one. Make more money. This is Frary. I did pretty well here. I'm doing pretty well here. Making some money.
Warp drive.
I don't have like procs on these guys. This was maybe normal Rust players, which is fine by me. It's, you know, it's like I don't give a shit about this stuff. I don't care about this. Ooh, look. Hey, it's metal frags. That's actually really good. That's probably all I really need. I just need high qual. There's no high qual here. No. It's sad. We could recycle for high qual, I suppose. There's 5 high qual. My furnace, it's not running though. Wait, that I had a furnace, but did they break it? Seems odd. Why break all the furnaces? That seems sort of dumb. I don't know. With the 5 high qual, I could repair the car enough to go. mean, making a furnace isn't the worst thing, but I mean, I don't know. Getting high qual right now. I've got 7 high qual. That's good for some repairs, yeah. But I would need to make a furnace, which is sort of wasteful on the fuel. But I do have fuel. Yeah, we'll pull it out and we'll make it, but I don't know if I have the stone to do this. So I'll have to go look. Oh, I went the wrong way. Fucking brain dead shitheads. Fucking brain dead fucking shitheads. What can I do? Can't fix stupid. Oh, the fuel. What did I do with the fuel though? Oh, did I dump it in the box? Yeah. So if I can put down a furnace, I can boil the 7 high qual I have. And that will allow me to make the repairs I need to get out of here. But the fuel, I did something dumb with the fuel and I don't know what. What did I do? I don't know. Must have put it away somewhere. One of these. No, I don't see it. Where did that fuel go that I pulled out? It's totally fucking gone. Where did it go? More pipes. Good for anything that'll suss out high qual. There's more fuel at least. No. And Where did this fuel go? Where did it go? Where did this fucking fuel go? Well, this is pretty much everything here. I can get high qual from... I'll get enough high qual from this to just do the repairs I need to do. We can just drive up there to mining outpost, but I'm going to eat dinner first. I don't live on other pieces of fucking skibbity toilet pieces of shit schedules. You know? I could stuff all these doors in my inventory and it would be a significant amount of metal. I mean, yeah, why not? There's more GP, I guess. More GP. I'll take those because they're expensive, kind of. And then, yeah, I guess I could pull 5 doors. And what's that? It's like 250 metal frags. It's really not worth the time. It's not this loot. It doesn't matter. That was the whole point of this, is the fucking loot doesn't matter. I can't feel sorrow for it being gone. This loot, it does not matter. Yeah. Gonna need the water jugs. How long does this base last? I could just live in the husk of this base for a while. It'll take a long time to crumble if they just hit it. Like another 5 or 10 hours or whatever. I could just live here. do all the work or whatever of rebuilding or whatever. It doesn't matter if they take like a TC worth of metal frags. Does that matter really? It's easily replaced so quickly. So I'll stuff the inside of the RV as well since it's empty. Thought I heard something. That was Strunky, yeah. So what's here that doesn't matter? That doesn't matter. This should be processed into even more fuel. Oh, there's the fuel. I was like, where the hell did that fuel go? Well, let's just do our repairs here. Does it matter? No, I don't think it does. So, but where did the stone go? It's probably inside, huh? Stone. Okay, wood, stone, and fuel. Let's make a furnace. And I'll cook high qual and I'll repair this car. And I'll drive it to the ferry terminal and I'll lock it. And I'll leave. Yeah, it's like, I don't need this, but if I don't have it, it's real bad. Yeah, I don't really have an axe, and that's kind of a problem. I think I left one in, or no, yeah, I thought I pulled an axe, didn't I? I think there is an axe in here somewhere, isn't there? I don't need that. I don't really need that. Do want that, and I do want that. All the rest of it will recycle well. I want to take the furnace down with the wood and the high qual. And cook the high qual. I can't believe how much was left. It's insane. One, two, 3, 4, 5 doors. And then they came in here and they could see, they could have just looked in and they would be like, oh, there's TC. It's so dumb. They're so dumb. How much time did this take them? fucking so dumb, so low IQ. It's almost hilarious, and I get to just drive away, bitch. Drive away. So now what? I guess I place down and I cook this hike wall so I can just full repair this van. It is a Rust adventure. I haven't been raided in a while. It's been some months since a real raid, I guess. Hmm. Hi, kitty. You're so annoying. You're climbing all over me like a monkey, and it's so annoying, kitty. Relax. I'm not your jungle gym, kitty. Yeah, purr. I was going to eat dinner, kitty, and it's going to annoy you. I know it is. I want to eat it while it's hot, too. So, yeah, we have... Nice, we have high qual, metal, and wood. If they didn't take the T2, which I think they did. I think they did break the T2, right? They broke the T2. Yeah, they absolutely did. They broke the T2, which is sad panda. Do I have blueprint frags? I have that one. The green card, I suppose, is sort of worth it. Oh, there's an axe, so we can definitely chop wood. And I will repair this car. Okay, stop. Stop. And pull the wood and make more fuel. More fuel. I like the RP of, like, you know, going somewhere. Ah, get out of it. I'm stuck now because it built up. What? No. No. What? God damn it. So dumb. You're so dumb. Get off. Ah! So annoying. Fine, do it now. Please don't spawn a thingy. Please don't spawn a thingy. Please don't spawn a scarecrow. I don't want to hear the breathing right now. Ah, kitty, you're sitting on my keyboard. I don't know. The compound bow is a weapon. Yeah, I don't know. So now, I need that hug wall. What did I do with it? Did I pull it? Yeah, I did. But oh no, I fixed the car. Now I'm probably out of high qual. Oh. There's the axe, which is good. But oh no, I didn't repair. There we go. So never did get a modular forklift down, and I'm an idiot for not doing that. Oh, I've got a lot of stuff. I don't think I need that. You busted both my turrets off. Corn's not worth keeping because it will just decay, but the honey is. The honey's worth keeping. Oops. Maybe a pair of flippers. I don't know. Yeah, I'll take all this honey because it won't decay. Yep. And then there's a wind turbine. That'll recycle well. The stone, the axe is in good shape. Don't really need anything. Just anything that will recycle to high qual. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I mean, that'll recycle well. Those non-grenades will cycle well. Yeah, was there anything else around? I don't think so. There's that, but I don't really care about that. Yeah, so we're doing well here. As you can see, I packed most of the base into the RV and I'm going to drive away. Which is just like on a personal level. Winning, you know. I'm going to eat first before I do that, though. Take my sweet time. Time to... Oh, yep, it's 1 o'clock. It's time to eat. I'm going to pull my YouTube and bring it over here. MAGA's dead, bitch. MAGA's dead. Fuck the right wing and their stupid loser piece of shit asses. Fucking cocksuckers ruined our country. Sent us to the last 5 wars. Caused 9/11. Caused COVID. Piece of shit ass cocksuckers ruined our country. BRB. Excuse me, kitty. I gotta move. I'm gonna move you over to this bed. Here. Okay, so I am going to have half of this quiche, half of these mushrooms. This quiche. This quiche. And half of these mushrooms. And do sour cream. And then some blue cheese for the mushrooms. Ooh, that's a perfect one. Oh no, did I lose the headphone? I did. I've got to charge them. I'll get a glass of milk. And hi, kitty. Oh, it's your dinner time too, huh? Yeah. All right. Let's get the kitty another thing of food. Yeah, I'm gonna feed you. Don't worry. Yep. For the kitty. Gotta charge my headphones, which means switching to the speakers. Okay, let's listen to MAGA is Dead.
At least that's what everybody keeps telling me. That's what I keep hearing. It is insane how often I've been seeing this today. I didn't think I'd see this so many times. I keep saying MAGA is dead. Is it because of the emails? Recall, I've told you I have met some very bad people. None of them as bad as Trump. Not one decent cell in his body. So yes, dangerous. Who said this? Hold up a second. This is Larry Summers and the Epstein emails. This is crazy. Or is it the fact that Nick Fuentes, very popular white supremacist, Nick Fuentes said MAGA is dead? Could it be that? Could it be Evan Kilgore, very popular conservative man, saying 50-year mortgages? Oh, he wants to extend mortgages. 600,000 Chinese students, immigrants. I can't be racist. Oh my goodness, Antifa riots. Oh, Antifa bombing Iran. No Epstein files. Anti-Semitism crackdowns. What? I can't be anti-Semitic? This is ridiculous. ISIS in the White House. Inflation. MAGA is losing me, to be honest. My life has seen zero improvement since Trump took office. It's actually worse. America last. It's not America first. This is crazy. What? Coggiest top gal, the very popular conservative anime PFP, MAGA watching Trump break another campaign bragging promise every week. What? Go MAGA, grow broke, the Trump tracker. Sydney Sweeney delivers her Sydney Sweeney is being very, very Republican. This is crazy. Nobody wants to watch her act because they just wanted her for her sex appeal. Well, this is crazy. What? Hey, MAGA, if you're upset about Mondani, wait until you hear about Al-Qaeda commander Donald Trump just walked into his office. I'm not even sure if it's confirmed he's even associated with Al-Qaeda. It seems to be it's just racist, it seems. I think this is just racism.
She doesn't care if her movies sell. They still pay her.
Seeing lots of triple Trumpers saying they'd be better off with Kamala while MAGA is starting to realize the emperor has no clothes. This is insane to me. What is going on here? No Epstein disclosures, no J6 justice, no peace in Ukraine. 600,000. This is our 600,000 Chinese students. Maximum H1Bs. But at least I can take out a 50-year mortgage to buy an 800,000 starter home, assuming I don't get deported for anti-Semitism. MAGA isn't divided; it's dead. Oh my goodness! And then there's Matt Walsh just doing what Matt Walsh does. What he's saying. The problem is that most therapists are liberal women in their 30s and no real insight or life experience. People say that more men should go to therapy, but no real self-aware man is going to bring his problems to a woman his own age or younger. If I ever went to therapy, which I probably wouldn't, it would have to be a man at least 15 years older than me with some gravitas and wisdom. I hate when people use the rhetoric of saying something is homosexual as an insult in some capacity. It's the worst thing ever. And it's not as an insult, but this has to be in some ways guided in homosexuality. I feel as though this is in some ways a slightly homosexual. I feel as though I don't want to talk to a woman, only men. It feels
that's how that was the vibe I got.
Women as people, and you are actively I can't keep conflating deep-seated patriarchal misogyny to homosexuality. I can't keep doing that. That doesn't feel fair to anybody that's homosexual. It feels stupid to do that. He's self-hating. He values the opinions of men more than women because he feels women as trophies more than he feels them as people, and he views men as the only real people on the planet. That's how I feel about Matt Walsh. And this is to Evan Kilgore's statement that we read earlier about the American dream is dead. Nobody's coming to save us. There is no fixing the decades of damage done to our economy and culture. As soon as you realize that, the better. He's just sad. You have to reject this kind of doomerism. I have 6 kids. The idea the American dream is dead forever and there's no way to fix anything, and I'm supposed to accept that and give up my children's future is repulsive to me. I can never do that and will never do that. The fight continues.
Why do you pay attention to these people?
Matt Walsh got ratio crazy. Matt, with all due respect, what do you make per year to work for Daily Wire, which is essentially a leg of Israeli propaganda? You probably make 10 to 20 the average American or more. Meanwhile, for me, a single provision in the appropriations bill will destroy my family's livelihood overnight if it passes. I'm not saying to give up the fight. Saying nobody is coming to save us is actually the exact opposite. I'm saying we need to save ourselves because the government isn't going to. But for many people, unaffordability is at an all-time high. The average American isn't going to be able to just vote a little harder and trust the plan a little more. The American people are drowning and our elected officials are complicit. You literally said there's no fixing it. I love Matt Walsh because he will ignore everything said to just get his point across. Because he reads to reply, he doesn't read to listen. and it's very, very cool. Everybody's pointing out how much Matt Walsh makes. He makes so much more money than everybody else. It is very interesting to see this self-implosion of MAGA. We got the patriotic blonde. MAGA is dead, assassinated by Trump and his Israeli interest. It was a psyop and we fell for it. No time to grieve. We need to regroup. Where do we go from here? And I was on Matt Walsh's page just reading this stuff because I find it very funny and humorous. So, is MAGA dead? Is it gone? Is it destroyed? It is wild, I think, to watch MAGA fold on itself, much like a dying star does. It feels strange to witness, collapsing under the weight of its own contradictions. You can only build a movement on distrust and resentment for so long before that resentment decides it's hungry and starts eating the people who cooked it. They swore was untouchable is being treated like a suspect in his own house. The paranoia finally turned around and pointed at its cracked mirror right back at him. It's very interesting. It happens. It always happens like this, right? People think that they have a politician that's for them. They say, oh, this is the one guy that's for us. He's listening to us. He's for the people.
No, he's a thief. He's a politician.
He believes in the dream of
liar.
American people. But then you realize he's worse than all of them. And he's been lying to you by acting as if he's honest. It's interesting to witness that kind of manipulation. I like to call Trump an honest liar. It's my favorite definition of him. I believe Dave Chappelle said it one time. It's a very interesting way to phrase somebody. What does honest liar mean? If I told you, I'm going to punch you, and I punched you, you trust me, then I'm going to punch you, right? I did it. I said I'm going to punch you. If I said, okay, you can trust me now because I said I was going to punch you, I'm going to punch you. So trust me about everything else. And you say, okay, you said you're going to punch me, you're going to punch me. And then I say, well, I'm not going to take $100 from you. But that guy over there, he's going to take $100 from you. And then I take $200 from you. And then you say, hey, you took $200. And then I say, but I didn't take $100. That guy took $100. I took $200. So now you're down $300. It's because of that guy I told you about. I warned you about him. And you say, yeah, I should hate that guy. That's what Trump is doing. You can feel it in the timelines.
You can feel it in the timelines.
Post, this jittery static that says they don't trust Trump anymore. They changed. Trump didn't change. They changed. They spent so long screaming out betrayal and infiltration that now every whisper sounds a little bit like treason, doesn't it? And they can't even agree who the enemy is. Because who do I be racist against? Who can I be racist against? Can I be racist against you? Who do I be racist against? This is what happens when you build your identity around rage without direction, because rage needs a target. And when the world stops being enough, the target becomes each other. And suddenly the movement that once bragged about unity looks like a pack of starving wolves. And the Democrats won the primaries and all this stuff. Won the election cycle right now. And it's a bunch of Democratic mayors and people are tripping out about that. Trump created a base that worshiped loyalty as if it were a religion. But the cruel joke is that loyalty without trust is basically just a hostage situation. And now, his own people treat him like garbage. Like, if he doesn't say exactly what they believe, the same racist, disgusting, nasty things they want. I want a white future. I want to be anti-Semitic. I want to have freedom again. I want to be able to be fucked up and cruel. I want to be able to do that. They assume he's compromised instead of considering that maybe, just maybe, their ideology was always stupid. It's so deliciously ironic that the people that have screamed, trust the plan, just trust the plan, for years, they're now accusing each other of sabotage, infiltration, deep state subversion. Dick Fuentes is arguing with Matt Walsh, who's arguing with Ben Shapiro, who's saying Ben Shapiro's a piece of garbage. It's crazy. Whatever other doomsday vocabulary they can scrape off Telegram, it's going into this cycle of fear. They eventually start doubting everything. The implosion is so loud, you can hear the cracks forming. Influencers accusing other influencers of selling out. Everybody's attacking Sydney Sweeney. Small-time candidates calling Trump soft. Commentators saying he's gone Hollywood. Entire factions claiming the movement has been taken over simply because the purity test has become so extreme that no human being alive could pass it. People are saying America last. MAGA has reached the point where paranoia has become a sport, where clout chasing is disguised as big patriotism, where every grifter with a ring light is convinced they're the last true believer, standing on the rubble of broken promises, even though they're all selling the same exact merch with slightly different fonts. Trump, for the first time that I've ever seen, looks like he can't control it. You can't control a fire you encourage people to start whenever they felt ignored. Now the blaze is creeping up on his own legs. That's what's happening. And everybody keeps saying, well, are the flames real? Is it a false flag? They wanted a movement built on owning the libs. To be honest, the libs have moved on. They don't care.
I don't care.
They're just doing their own thing. They're happy with their Democratic victories. Suddenly they have to fight themselves. That's it. Every disagreement is betrayal. Every hesitation, that's weakness. Every question, a sign that someone is no longer loyal enough to the brand. Turning the whole thing into a multi-level conspiracy pyramid where everyone is both the victim and the culprit. The collapse is poetic in the ugliest way. Because to me, it reveals the ecosystem. It wasn't sustained by shared values, but by shared enemies. And when common enemies disappear for even a second, the movement cannibalizes itself to stay warm. It's called autophagy. Autophagy is when your body decides to eat itself,
Autophagy.
tearing at whatever flesh is nearest. Even if that flesh isn't wearing a tie with a little America flag pin, that's what's going on. You see the panic when they talk now. It's like they're trying to convince themselves that nothing is wrong, though everything is wrong. They can feel the foundation cracking, but won't admit. Because guess what? Admitting will be as if they're admitting they built their entire political identity on racism. It's disgusting. They're screaming at each other, accusing each other, distrusting their own leader, turning the whole movement into a demolition derby. It's disgusting. This felt inevitable. I was waiting for this. I was really waiting for this. MAGA is dead, according to MAGA. How poetic. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys like my hair today. You guys like this? This is so cool. I turned the light off my face so that I could see.
This is what happens when you get too
Back a little
rich.
bit. Look at that. Boom. Pushed it back.
Somebody
There we
comes and
go.
takes it from
Crazy,
you.
Isn't it? Love my hair like this. If you guys want to help, where
I actually
at,
actively
I have
dislike it.
hair
Most of the
damage.
time I
I'm
live
trying
in
to get
really
hair
small
graft.
bases, so
I
they
had to
leave me
go on
alone.
Top comment if you would like to help. That'd be great.
Or when they
If you
hit me,
help,
I'm like,
there's a
they
link
bang me for one
below the
door or
GoFundMe,
whatever.
or you can sign up for an app. And I get $6 per sign up for that app. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. But thank you so much if you do. And yeah, have a lovely day or night wherever you're at. And bye. Happy to try what you need. I love the ride when you're free.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John. This is many a true nerd and welcome to Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition. And, okay, I've got a lot to...
In the early 2000s, the world of MMOs was in its golden age. Ultima Online, EverQuest, RuneScape, and soon after, World of Warcraft. But standing among them was something a little different. A game that pioneered the large-scale realm versus realm PvP, Dark Age of Camelot. Released in 2001, it quickly became a cult classic. Hundreds of players clashing on screen at once. For many, it was their first MMO, a defining part of their early gaming years, memories now frozen in time. But as the years went by, MMOs began losing their soul to modern trends, safe design, streamlined systems, and endless monetization. Mark Jacobs, lead developer on Dark Age of Camelot, set out to bring that old-school magic back, and many were also trying. Shroud of the Avatar, Chronicles of Illyria, Ashes of Creation, each promising to rebuild the kind of world that once felt alive, player-driven, unpredictable, and a sense of community. So Jacobs turned to the crowd. Fans became backers in one of the first major crowd-funded MMO projects on Kickstarter, and with Camelot Unchained, he promised the return to the glory days, a game by the players, for the players. That was in 2013. 12 years later, there's still no full game. Only layoffs, erratic behavior, broken promises, a shaky early access, and a failed spin-off nobody asked for, peaking at just 42 players on Steam. What began as a dream to revive the golden age of MMOs has become one of its greatest tragedies. Another heartbreak for fans who waited over a decade, watching years and millions slip away with barely nothing to take their place.
Over the course of this video, I'm going to tell you all about Camelot Unchained. I'll tell you why I think it's going to be a great game, and I hope you will join us in what will be a great adventure.
Mark Jacobs wasn't just another developer, he was a pioneer. Back in 1978, students Roy Trepshaw, Nigel Roberts, and Richard Bartle at the University of Wessex had a lightbulb moment. What if text-based adventure games of the era like Zork and Colossal Cave Adventure, themselves inspired by Dungeons & Dragons, could be played by multiple people at once? Using the university's internal mainframe network and the early ARPANET, effectively.
Oh my god, this is where you're starting? I don't think so. No. Oh god. At least I didn't catch the bite that would make this significantly worse. actually came the wrong way. I believe Harbor's actually over that direction. Fairly sure. No, I know it is. It's like right there. I can see where the road is. But that's alright. You know, it's weird. I really don't care about the loot. I don't. You can see I don't have any anger over it. My thing is I don't like being harassed on a small pop. That's like the only thing I've got. I don't care about this loot. It's just the incidental reward for getting XP on the server. I don't care where I go or what XP I get. Or sorry, I don't care what loot I get. Excuse me. I care about XP. And it's interesting. All this does is make me a stronger player. Like, if they value this stuff, that's fine. But I mean, I took all of the scrap, all of the GP, all of the guns, everything out of that base. Like, everything. So I don't know. They got the metal that I farmed today. They got the metal frags that I farmed today. And they spent a long, long time getting in there. I don't know. Honestly, I kind of feel like a winner. It's weird. I don't think I am. But it feels like I'm the winner as I drive away, you know? The hell was that sound? I drove past Felino, I guess? I don't know. I dislike that these worthless piece of shit cocksucker fucking young men with no lives have this much time to waste of their loser-ass lives. I hate the world that built that. I hate them. I hate them. Fucking worthless scumbag, worthless pieces of shit. Waste of fucking resources in life. I hate them so much. Oops. I went too far. Like, if you have this kind of time to waste on a 2-pop server, signifying nothing, with no reward, nothing. Like, I did not have that kind of loser life. I've never had that kind of time. Must be fucking nice. Oh, no. Almost lost it. Oops. Must be nice. Fucking stupid piece of shit losers with that much fucking time to waste. Fucking stupid assholes are fucking up the world with their stupid waste, shit-ass waste of life. Like today, I did so much shit today. I walked 5 miles. I like loaded fucking a whole bunch of fucking wood into the back of a fucking truck and shit and helped with a bunch of plastic and stuff that fell. when dug out shovels and stuff did all these crazy things, and like, you know, and then I worked like a 12-hour shift, and I just don't have fucking time. I don't have that kind of time to suck that kind of dick. These guys do. Born losers. They don't bode well for the world. They don't say a lot about how well our world is doing. If this is what they do with their free time. Stupid, worthless piece of shit scum. Fucking freaks. Fucking freaks of nature. Fucking weird, shitty freaks of nature. I hate them so much. To have this kind of time to do that sort of shit. Fucking stupid, worthless pieces of shit. Fucking cocksuckers. Nothing but derision for them. You have that kind of free fucking time. You don't deserve the game. You don't deserve any money. You don't deserve any happiness. You have that kind of time. To bully people online like that. Must be nice. Stupid, talented Mr. Ripley fucking baby reindeer cock-sucking effort, fucking sucking dick all day, proving to humanity that he's a fucking worthless waste of skin and a waste of time and a waste of resources and a waste of life. Complete waste of psychotic, schizo piece of shit-ass life. You can see it in the way that his psychotic piece of shit-ass schizo actions. It is a, psychotic schizo waste of life. It is. Why, where, and how? Well, why, where, and how? I looked around. I saw nothing. I'm coming back, and I'm bleeding. All right, fine. I need that and that. Now. Gotta load that and that. Get back in the car. And I want to load all of this as much as possible. And we'll go out and we'll say, oh, nope. And hopefully they'll leave me alone. Give them a little while to kind of spread out because they're like standing on my fucking corpse. They're distracted. I just want to loot the corpse. Where's the corpse? Oh my god. Oh my god. Why was there a panther taking my body away? Let's hope and pray for some good luck here, but I'm not optimistic. I know I won't get anything. But you never know. It could be there. I doubt it this late or this early in the wipe, excuse me. If not, I'll just build it. Oh, no, wait. No, it looks like maybe I'm luck, actually. Nice. Wellsies. What can we do? We can lock up that. Can't lock it up, but we can move it, which is good. Very good. Oh, nope. Somebody locked it up already. Maybe that one's open? Oh, it looks like it is. I don't have wood. That's all right. Oh my fucking god, are you serious? I didn't know you could lock these. Well. That sounds like a player. No. No! Damn it! Please let me in.
I love this. I love this clip. This is one of those like Donald Trump gets real honest moments. You know, it's like the one that I always think about is when he's talking about Putin with like Bill O'Reilly or some shit, and Bill O'Reilly's like, "Well, Putin's a pretty vicious guy," and this was when he was running for president in like 2015, 2016, and he goes, "Well, we're vicious too. We're not so good ourselves." It's kind of like that, right? So one of the metas right now is that the Republicans are mad about Donald Trump apparently being much more favorable to Chinese students coming to the United States of America. Okay, Ingram, I guess, still ended up defending Donald Trump regardless, but there's the H-1B visa clip that people are very pissed off about. Let's take a look.
Like what we have right now.
And does that
the
mean
Republicans have to talk about it?
And does that mean the H-1B visa thing will not be a big priority for your administration? Because if you want to raise wages for American workers, you can't flood the country with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of foreign workers.
You also do have to bring in talent. When
we have plenty of talented people.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
We don't have talent.
American workers are stupid. They're dumb. They're lazy. They're stupid. Have you seen one of these beautiful Indians, Laura? They come in here, they work tirelessly. That's right. The white American, the Caucasian, has lazy blood. Won't work, can't do it. That's awesome. Which, by the way, you know, I don't give a shit one way or another. If these are roles that you cannot currently fill within the existing talent pool, Why the fuck would I care if you hire the greatest talent that you possibly could from the international labor pool? I'm on board with that. People are people, okay? That's number one. Number two, if you actually want this system to not be abused, then you have to ensure wage parity and you have to protect these workers coming in from deportation.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you do that, then you are actually simply bringing people in with H-1B visas because they have a highly specialized labor that cannot be replicated in the domestic market. In the absence of that, which of course no Republican will ever do, for the record, obviously, but in the absence of that, yes, companies will continue abusing that structure to get more compliant employees that are fearful of deportation if they don't play ball, if they don't work long hours, right? They will never demand higher wages. They will never demand back pay. They will never make the same demands that the domestic labor force can make because they don't have that additional externality. They don't have that additional stressor. The domestic labor force is not in fear of fucking deportation. They're simply in fear of lack of health care, which is a really good motivator in the minds of the capital owners, right? You lose your job, you lose your health care, you're fucked. Or you can't make payments on your student loan debt. These are ways to make the domestic labor force more compliant with the exhaustive exploitative practices that capital owners implement in an effort to extract higher profit margins. But no amount of super profits is enough for our capital owners, and that's why they want more subservient laborers in these highly specialized fields in many instances, and that's how the H-1B visa is exploited.
No, you don't have certain talents, and people have to learn. You can't take people off an unemployment line and say, I'm going to put you into a factory where we're going to make missiles, or I'm going to put
How did we ever do it before?
Well,
When you and I were
I'll
growing
give you an
up.
example. In Georgia,
Yeah. There is truth to what he's saying here, for the record. There is truth to what he's saying here because there is no infrastructure to fucking develop talent in this country. The only infrastructure to develop talent in this country still revolves around dumping $100,000 of or saddling every single potential laborer with $100,000 in student loan debt. Okay, it's much more efficient to get a ginormous to tap into a ginormous English-speaking labor pool with incredibly well-educated laborers waiting for the opportunity to become a part of the American labor force, okay? It's not that there aren't people who could work in these fields, for the record, in the United States of America. Of course there are. Because we're talking about like highly specialized fields. In that instance, yes, of course you need to rely on the international labor pool, especially in the absence of like there being like a farm program, a farming structure, or an educational structure that is constantly creating more and more domestic laborers that could take these take these jobs, take these roles. They're not interested in that because that requires investment, that requires long-term commitment, that requires educating the workforce, and it would also require the abolition of student loan debt in general. You know, we are just not going to do that. We're not going to do that at all. It's just not going to happen. So it's much easier to keep the structure up. But it is funny that he has to openly state this.
they raided because they wanted illegal immigrants. They had people from South Korea that made batteries all their lives. You know, making batteries are very complicated.
Yeah, all their lives, these guys
The battery slaves.
They love making batteries. Laura, believe me, they love making the battery. I love batteries. I love batteries, Laura, believe me. And you know what? You know who loves batteries? South Korea. They make them.
And it's not an easy thing. It's very dangerous. A lot of explosions, a lot of problems. They had like 500 or 600 people, early stages, to make batteries and to teach people how to do it. Well, they wanted them to get out of the country. You're going to need that, Laura. I mean, I know you and I disagree on this. You can't just say a country's coming in.
Who's they, motherfucker? It's your admin that did this. Like, that's the other thing. It's like, it's Stephen Miller, brother. That's your guy. Like, who is they? I'm sorry. I do not believe the American White House currently, the American federal government currently is this decentralized. Okay? I think he's just abdicating responsibility because he knows it was an incredibly stupid thing that he did. Because that was your ICE that conducted an operation in the facility, in the South Korean facility. Basically, a couple weeks after you had the South Korean leadership in the White House and you made them commit billions of dollars in IOUs to investing into, American development and American industry. And then 2 weeks later, it was such an insane thing when we covered it. Like, I couldn't believe it. It was like literally, I think it was like actually a week after Donald Trump had the Korean leadership. And then they went in and they chained these guys, right?
You invest $10 billion to build a plant and take people off an unemployment line who haven't worked in 5 years, and they're going to start making missiles. It doesn't work that way.
Wow.
Right now.
Trump really sat in front of a camera and called Americans too stupid to fill jobs, and we need H-1B visa applicants to fill them. If a Democrat has said it, it would be in ads for years that Democrats hate Americans. He's talking about the 8,500 Hyundai LG factory jobs in Georgia that are seemingly not happening because Trump's a moron who deported South Korean workers in the U.S. to stand up a battery factory. 200 workers are reportedly suing ICE. Yeah, rare Trump L, brother. Why'd he say that? Yeah, what do you do in that situation if you're a Trump guy and you hear him saying that on Fox News? You go, yeah, that's right. I am stupid, my president.
That's all right. I'm stupid, my
Number one,
president.
Chinese people are Americans.
I'm stupid.
Just like I am, right? They have great respect and reverence for America. Chinese foreign policy throughout history has always, gone back and forth, but usually aligned with the United States of America at times, right? And China has always looked to America as a prosperous nation, right? And there are a lot of aspects of like modern Chinese culture that is very American adjacent as well. Now, of course, they have a rich tradition, long history, Confucius principles, all that stuff. But like, there is some American style attitudes, especially when it comes to like commodity consumption, right? Like, this is unexpected in a place like China, or even a car reliant infrastructure in many ways as well. I've talked about this before. And because of that, there has always been great respect for sending your children to Western institutions, specifically the American Ivies. Okay? That's a huge thing in China. Being able to send your highly educated children to Harvard, especially, like the American Ivies especially, is a big deal, right? It's a sign of prestige. It's a sign that you've done it's a status symbol. You've done the ultimate thing, right? Having said that, these last couple of years have actually, from what I understand, kind of shifted the Chinese attitude towards the Ivies a little bit. Apparently, there was like a Chinese valedictorian or something like that gave a commencement speech at Harvard, and it was actually critically panned for the first time ever. What was supposed to be a moment of great respect, oh, look, a Chinese person is like speaking and delivering a commencement speech at Harvard, was apparently very critically panned by the Chinese. And part of that was because it came across as insincere, apparently. And the other reason is because the prestige of the Ivies, specifically even Harvard, the most significant one, right, is kind of going away, especially as Chinese institutes of higher learning are making waves, and they are becoming more influential, more prominent institutions of higher learning in the global stage. So, and I remember looking at the top 20 best universities around the planet, and like, there is a lot of movement in the direction of China there, right? Like, Chinese universities are becoming respectable institutions of higher learning, even by Western standards. Yeah, 8 out of the top 10 leading research institutions in the world are now Chinese, according to Nature.com. the 2025 Nature Index, the authoritative ranking on this. In 2020, just 5 years ago, 8 of the top 10 were Western. And now 8 of the top 10 research institutions are Chinese. Harvard is no longer in the top, the number 1 slot either. And if you look at the top 30, 19 of them are Chinese. Almost 2/3 of the top 30 research institutions in the world are Chinese. This attitude is shifting, and it's actually a threat to these American institutions in some ways. Not only because it diminishes their prestige in the global stage, and that's an important part of soft power in general. It also is consequential because the foreign students basically prop up these colleges. They are a fucking money faucet, okay? So when Donald Trump turns around and says, like, fuck these colleges, if you don't, sign a loyalty pledge to Israel, we're going to cut your funding. Oh, we don't want any more international students. Fuck you. When he says shit like that, he has to inevitably go back and take back those considerations, take back those words, because I assume he got numerous boss calls from very wealthy alumni from all over these elite Ivy League institutions that said, dude, what the fuck are you doing? One, this is a massively consequential brain drain method that we designed for decades that you're just casting aside. You're literally getting some of the smartest individuals that are the children of some of the wealthiest individuals all around the world to come here and try to work in America and play a formative role in our public research. Like, why the fuck would you personally destroy that system? And the other reason is that that's a major amount of funding that just goes away because foreign exchange students, like foreign students, pay double the price of admission. We have diamonds in the rough that nobody ever gave a shot, man. Brother, I understand, okay? I am an advocate for free college, okay? Not just K through 12. I'm an advocate for funding our education.
Yeah, I want to
Having
fund
said
the
that,
education.
this is not even fucking fixing that at all. This doesn't touch that at all. As a matter of fact, this is the only appropriate solution that someone like Donald Trump will ever implement. Instead of actually building an infrastructure of education that taps into the existing talent pool in the United States of America, we just end up cutting off the other side of the equation for no reason. You can do both. You don't have to do the other thing. In any case, here's Donald Trump going back on that previous statement on Laura Ingraham.
As many as 600,000 Chinese students could come to the United States. Why, sir, is that a pro-MAGA position when so many American kids want to go to school and there are places not for them, and these universities are getting rich off Chinese money?
Never said about China, but
Chinese
we do have
money.
a lot of people coming in from China. We always have China and other countries. We also have a massive system of colleges and universities. And if we were to cut that in half, which perhaps makes some people happy, you would have half the colleges in the United States go out of business.
So what?
Well, I think that's a big deal.
Are they fancy?
You would have the
For the United States?
Yeah, but you would have, as you know, historically, black colleges and universities would all be out of business. You would have a system of colleges and universities.
So we're dependent on China to keep our university system going?
But I think it's good to have, I actually think it's good to have outside countries. Look, I want to be able to get along with the world.
They're not the French. They're the Chinese. They spy on us. They steal our...
They're not the French. They're the Chinese. They spy on us. They steal from us. By the way, I will remember what I told you about J.D. Vance when he said China is a backwater nation led by peasants a couple months ago? Remember when I said that will make waves in China? That did make waves in China. They were fucking pissed about that shit. So they do actually pay close attention to the xenophobic language. They do pay close attention to like this kind of racist nonsense. And it does piss them off. They're not the French, they're Chinese. They steal from us. Is fucking ridiculous, dude. It's just pure unfiltered racism. Let's see how Trump responds.
What, do you think the French are better?
Yeah.
I mean, really? I don't know. I'll tell you, I'm not so sure. We've had a lot of problems with the French, where we get taxed very unfairly on our technology, where, they put 25% taxes on American products. look, assuming everyone treats us badly, because that's the way I am, but we take in trillions of dollars from students. You know, the students pay more than double when they come in from most foreign countries. I want to see our school system thrive, but at the same time, I want to be, I know you and I disagree.
Yeah.
We're never going to agree on
No.
it, but that's okay. And it's not that I want them, but I view it as a.
I don't want them, Laura. I don't want them at all. The bullet pierced his ear, but he can still hear the voice of the party is right. By the way, I don't think a lot of Chinese people know that Donald Trump is the great nation state builder for China. I don't think they know that because I keep testing that out on unsuspecting Chinese people that I encounter around here, and they don't understand what I'm saying. Partially because they see a swagged out white boy and they just assume that I'm probably engaging in mockery, and I harbor anti-Chinese sentiment, which I do not. But yeah, they don't. I don't think it's as like big of a meme on the Chinese netizen side as I thought it was.
All right, Valve came out today and surprise announced a bunch of new stuff. The people behind Steam and Gabe Newell have come out swinging with hardware reveals, a trifecta, if you will. Might feel like deja vu for some people, but that aside, they did announce a new Steam controller, kind of very much following the design philosophy of the Steam Deck. They also announced a new VR headset that is going to be able to stream games to it and play games natively on the headset. This is called the Steam Frame. And last but certainly not least, they announced a Steam Machine, the Steam Machine, this little set-top box that is going to give you a console-like experience. We've got the specs for it, we've got the inputs for it, we've got everything for it, but in shorthand, Valve says it can play up to 4K 60 FPS with FSR enabled, and that it is also 6 times more powerful than a Steam Deck, just to get a rough idea. Honestly, you can watch Valve's little marketing video. It's kind of corny, it's a little cheesy, but they do a good job describing these products and what they're going to do. You can wish list them, and we now know that these are going to be available at some point in 2026. This was just announced. A lot of information still coming out. A bunch of like YouTubers and press and all types of people have been able to get their hands on this with Valve, and there are impressions coming out. So we're still sifting through all that, but I think this is good news. I am also like a SteamOS enjoyer, a Steam Deck user. I've talked about that a lot. Anything that gets me away from Windows is happy, and I think that Valve giving it another shot here with hardware stuff is interesting because I think whether or not like the target audience is me or you or like whoever it is, I like that they're shaking things up. I like that these things are being kept interesting. You know, are they going to try and kill PlayStation or Nintendo with this? No, but I think there's an argument to be made that they are shaking up potentially Microsoft's plans with like moving Xbox to PC. I've bought a lot of Valve hardware in the past, even their stuff that went defunct. So I'm going to be checking all this stuff out. I'm looking forward to talking about it more, but I did figure I would go and talk to an expert with this. My friend Jimmy Champagne, who I've talked about on this channel before, he helps me work on this channel actually behind the scenes with like thumbnails and stuff like that. You may have seen him around the internet. He does specialize specifically in Steam Deck content. He has a whole channel centered around Steam Deck called Deck Ready. He's been doing that for a few years. So being so in the Valve, Steam, Linux ecosystem, I thought he was one of the best people to talk to. So if you're new to him, definitely check out his channel. It's linked in the description down below, but I figured just roll the conversation now. Yeah, busy day for Valve. I didn't expect all of this, but you somehow did? You like predicted all this?
Well, I was like, it would be like I was just pie in the sky wishing it into existence. I was like, it'd be sweet knowing that they're doing a VR headset that's going to run SteamOS. If they took the opportunity to also announce the Steam Machine they've been working on forever, and this controller that had its design leaked like 7 times over the past year because they keep putting it in updates to Steam or
that's right.
What's that engine, Source 2 or whatever? Yeah. And that guy, sadly, it's Bradley on Twitter, just tweets the files out. It's like, here it is.
It's funny. It's like it feels like a good video game Christmas announcement with all these things. The only thing is that they needed to announce a game. That would have been cherry on top. But they really don't seem.
There's an unannounced game on the Steam backend, like under the Valve software listing, and they showed in that 6-minute video there's like a version of Portal that looks like a Portal remake, so it could be that. Tyler Vicker's been hammering HLX, Half-Life 3, Half-Life X, or whatever. So they're working on something. And it's like in addition to Deadlock. Like Deadlock is there, it's pictured, and then there's like a hidden game. And like, I don't know, but a Portal remake would be sweet.
That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be enough, like, for some people.
It's been way longer since that.
You know what I like about this whole thing, though, is that this whole suite of announcements, it feels kind of like almost like a do-over, because Valve has been doing all of these products in some shape or form in some way in the past. The controller, of course, and the controller, I guess, like, you know, they shit-canned it. They like tried to just get rid of the inventory, but there was a community around that controller. There are people that
still
love
is.
that controller. Yeah. Steam Machines is the one that, like, I think had the least amount of traction. Like, Valve
they made like
Index,
2 of them.
Yeah, Valve Index, people love that, so this makes sense. But the Steam Machine thing, what was that, 2014, 2015?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
But I think, and like, correct me if I'm wrong, because you're like on the inside with this world, but like as an outsider, to me, it seems like it's a way better bet this time around because of all the work they've put in directly on SteamOS, but also everything they've gathered, all the data, everything from the Steam Deck itself.
Yeah, and like, you know, AMD's become so much more prolific. They're making all the console chips. They're making like GPUs. They have a good GPU right now, the 9070 XT. Their stuff just works well with Linux and SteamOS. You get driver updates immediately. So, you know, like the cool thing is you don't have to buy this. You could just build an AMD PC, put SteamOS on it, and you have the same experience, which is cool, with better performance and stuff like that. So it's SteamOS. That's what really is at the center of it all. Like, all that work they've done since they launched the Steam Deck was like building to this, and I think it's ready. Like, I'm using it on a desktop as my main gaming machine with a DualSense controller. I can turn it on with the controller, can launch games. I never have to see the desktop if I don't want to, and it works great. So, you know, like, it's cool to see them kind of like waking up and realizing that they can make their own hardware.
Because I see a lot of conversation already. Who is this for? Like, what customer is this for? Who do you think it's for?
I think people who, you know, play the free-to-play stuff on Steam, like Counter-Strike or Dota 2, or, you know, they're getting into the Deadlock Alpha and they just want a device they can plug into their TV, play with a controller. Or, you know, these people who are kind of feeling left out by Xbox. They don't know where their games are going. They don't know if they're going to work on the next Xbox. They're kind of feeling left out in the cold by that brand. It's like, oh, well, the next Xbox is supporting Steam. I'm going to be able to buy games on Steam. Why not just buy this thing that's probably going to come out before the next Xbox and probably be either the same price or cheaper, that already has a great operating system, and I don't even know what Windows is going to do between now and then. Like, you know, you can kind of pull people from there. I don't think they're getting PS5 people at all, right? Like, Sony's got good hardware, got good games. They've won for so long that people just have so many games that the idea of starting a Steam library, as cheap and easy as that is like crazy. Like, I wouldn't do that if I was only on PS5, you know?
Yeah, I definitely feel like it's an interesting play for, like, not the hardcore crowd, and it's interesting because so many Valve and Steam people are hardcore. But like what you said before, like, you can just build a PC and run SteamOS, and like, that's what I'm planning to do. And like, my PC over here has like a 5080 in it. Like, I'm like, no, I'm good with that. But I think that this does I think the big thing with this too, another type of person, is there are people out there, I've talked to them, that have a Steam Deck and that's their only access to PC gaming.
Yeah.
So it's almost like that's like the gateway drug, and then this will be like essentially the next step, because at the end of the day, they just want people on their marketplace. They want people in their ecosystem. And so I think the big thing is going to be the price. I think if they can like competitively price this thing, that'd be a big W. What are you thinking with price? Like, just looking at the specs and knowing Valve.
500.
So I was watching Digital Foundry and
700.
Hardware Nexus, right? Gamers Nexus, that's who they are. Gamers Nexus talked about it, and they said Valve told them that they're not targeting a console price point, but an entry-level PC price point, which
$1,000,
right? Like $500-600.
Yeah.
You know, like, I feel like if you can get in that range for the performance it's giving, which is, you know, around or a little bit better than a PlayStation 5, I feel like you're pretty good there, since by that point the PS5 might be $700. We don't know. They keep raising the price, which sucks. But the cool thing is, with all these like Unreal Engine 5 performance issues, you get around 99% of them by using SteamOS, because it can download the shader files. So like, when I play Metal Gear Delta on my Bazite PC, I don't deal with Unreal Engine problems. Like, yeah, sometimes there's a little bit of like traversal stutter once in a while, but all these games that have massive problems have run totally fine, as if they have no problems, thanks to that shader cache downloading. So I think people are going to really like using SteamOS because of how seamless it is.
Yeah, I think that's definitely their big ace in the hole, and that's like what they didn't have locked down as good when they had the original Steam machines. I think it was just big picture mode, and that was it, right? Like,
yeah, and it's just like it was trying to get developers to make native Linux versions of their games.
yeah,
And then they were like, wait, there's no install base. Why would they spend money to do that? So they put all that time and energy into making Proton. Now that that's like perfect, the developers have to do no leverage, right? They need no overhead at all. They just drop their Windows version, it runs on SteamOS, and then someone at Valve is sitting there trying out every new game so they can update Proton to fix any minor issues that happen when a game comes out. And they're quick. Like, a lot of times they'll have a Proton experience.
Okay, guys, it's 2 o'clock on the dot. As you can see, 2 in the morning. I am going to stop the stream and go to bed and stop this recording now. I love you guys. Thank you so much. You have been paying attention to Skycatlive, and I am going to bed. I'm exhausted. It's been a long day, 10-hour day on top of everything else that I did today. And I love you guys. Thank you so much. And so I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to bed. I will see you tomorrow. Click on the cast face donate. Come to the Twitch or the YouTube. Just a reminder, I have thousands of videos on my YouTube channel. Come give me a like, sub, or a follow. I have a lot of videos and stuff. And thank you for your time. I will see you later. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.